So the next thing to happen on Survivor Series, we get to the next match of the night. It was the Intercontinental Champion John Cena versus Dominik Mysterio, one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship tonight at Survivor Series. Now, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez was at ringside for this match right here. In this match, it was a really good one. It was back and forth and everything between these two guys. And then at one point during this match, we actually see Dominik and Cena outside of the ring. Dominik was up there on the barricade, and he actually jumps off the barricade trying to do like a hurricane run on the Cena, but then it kind of got botched pretty much, where Dominik kind of like landed on his, like, the back of his head right there, or like his upper half of the shoulder pretty much right there, and it looked like he was like legitimately injured because Cena done got back into the ring and everything. The referee's checking on Dominik, and they got like the medical team and all that stuff checking on Dominik as well, and it looks like, you know, the match is going to be over with because Dominik is now injured. The same thing that happened to Penta actually on Raw, which was insane because Penta did like the same thing on Raw where he was trying to do like a hurricane run off the barricade, and he actually got like injured and everything. And it looked like the same thing was happening with Dominik, but then inside the ring, while Dominik was getting checked out and everything, inside the ring, we see Raquel going in there, hitting a Tohada bomb onto Cena, and then Roxanne hits a pop rocks onto Cena as well, laying him out, and then both women got out of the ring, and they place Cena up there on the second rope, and then Dominik quickly got back up to his feet, running into the ring, hitting a 619 onto Cena. He climbs up the top turnbuckle and hits a frog splash on Cena. He's pinning him, but the referee decides not to count because, you know, he's wondering that Dominik was actually hurt, and now he's not. So, yeah, that's what happened there. And Dominik worked the hell out of everyone right there. Like, he worked the hell out of me. He worked the hell out of everyone, I bet, because it legit looked like he was actually hurt. And, yeah, that's what happened there. And then the referee, you know, he didn't count the pin or nothing like that, and him and Dominik is arguing, and then the referee actually kicks Raquel and Roxanne out from ringside. Dominik then turns around, he gets hit with the attitude adjustment by Cena, and then Dominik barely kicks out at 2. Cena starts beating down Dominik, hitting shoulder tackles onto him, but then he tries to hit another shoulder tackle on Dominik. Dominik ducks it, and Cena accidentally hits the ref, knocking the ref out of the ring, and then at one point, Cena actually locks on the STF onto Dominik, and then we see JD McDonough and Finn Balor come running down there, attacking Cena, breaking up the submission. They are beating him down. JD tries to hit a moonsault onto Cena, and Cena puts his knees up on that, and then we see Finn try to hit the coup de grace on Cena as well, but Cena moved out of the way. He takes both of them out, and then he actually picks both of them up on his shoulders, hitting a double attitude adjustment on the Finn, and JD taking them out as well. And then after that, we see Dominik and Cena inside the ring, and Cena's actually standing up and all that stuff. But then, during this match, we actually hear Liv Morgan's theme song playing, and she comes out there, and she gets into the ring, and then she goes over there to Dominik, slapping the hell out of him, and look like, you know, Liv has turned babyface now, and look like, you know, she done ended things off with Dominik, and then she jumps onto Cena, pretty much hugging him and all that stuff, and she gave off that crazy look, gets off of him, and then hits a low blow onto Cena, and then knocked him onto the second rope. Dominik hits a 619 on Cena. Cena turns around after the 619. He gets hit upside the head with the title by Liv, where she had the IC championship, and then that's when Dominik climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumping off with a frog splash on the Cena. He pins him. The referee gets back into the ring, counting the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Dominik Mysterio defeated John Cena tonight in a one-on-one match to become the new Intercontinental Champion. That's what happened there. Pretty good match. So for that match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a really good one between those two guys, with Dominik cheating and all that stuff. It was really good stuff. But yeah, Liv is sticking around Dominik, it seems like, and then they play Cena's song and all that stuff, because, you know, this is his last PLE, and now he only has one more event left, and that is Saturday night's main event in 2 weeks. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening there. But yeah, up next we're going to be seeing Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella for the Women's World Championship up next on Survivor Series. So yeah, see you guys later. Till then.